everybody. I know some of us are struggling with our sight words, so I wanted to give you guys some ideas of some fun ways that you can start really practicing your sight words. Sight words, or snap words we sometimes call them, are a lot of times words that don't necessarily follow the rules of the letter sounds. So when I'm looking for a word like, let's say, have, if I sound that out, I'm going to say v, eh. And so then I might think, oh, that word is have, but that's not it, it's have. So some of these words you just have to memorize, which means that you need to see them a lot. You need to look at them a lot, you need to practice saying them a lot, and the more you do that, the more times you see it and say it, the more it will stick in your brain and you'll know it before too long. So I wanted to show you some fun ways to do that instead of just looking at flashcards, because that gets really boring. So one of the ways is to use a muffin tin to play a game. You can write the words on cupcake liners. So I've done some that have the words written on the bottom of cupcake liners, or you can just use a piece of paper or sticky notes. I've done that with some of them as well. You can do a combination of both like I did if you want to. You can do it all one way, whatever works for you. The sticky notes, you can kind of stick the bottom of it to the tin in some of the areas, or you can just cut it down and lay it right inside the tin. And then all you need is something to toss in there. So I just grabbed a handful of pennies, something easy we had laying around. You could use Cheerios, you could use candies, you could use Legos, little figures, whatever you want to use. So all you do is you're going to toss whatever it is you have in your hand, and whatever spot it lands in, you're going to say that word. So I tossed it in this spot and it says have, have. So I've got it in have. Then you're going to just keep tossing, and every time you toss the coin, you say the word that's in the cup. Then you can make it into a game. So you may want to start small and just do 3 in a row. So I'm going to toss it again and see where I land. Ooh, that time I landed in this one, which says me. So now I have one in me and one in have, and they were right next to each other. So this time I'm going to try to toss it into this one, B. Awesome, I got it. This one is B. So now I got 3 in a row, which means I win. If you're going to play with a partner, you could play against each other, so you might want to use 2 different counters, but that would make it a little more fun if you're somebody that really likes to compete. So you could start out with doing 3 in a row, and then you could make it a little harder and do 4 in a row, and then you can make it even a little harder and do a group of 6, like that, or here, and then you can make it even harder and fill up the entire muffin tin. So this is just a fun way that you can practice your sight words, use a partner, or you can do it by yourself. Just makes it a little bit more fun to read those words. You may have watched the muffin tin video and thought to yourself, oh, Miss Brady, that looks really cool, but I don't have a muffin tin. No problem. You can do this on the floor. So I just took the ones right out of my muffin tin, my dirty muffin tin, and just set them on the floor in some sort of pattern. If you were doing all paper, sticky notes would be really good for this because you could just stick them to the floor. Totally fine. And then same thing, you just toss your coin, and whatever it lands on or rolls around to, or whatever it gets close to, you say that word. And this could be even kind of like a tic-tac-toe game if you wanted to do it that way. Another thing that we thought of was, I know some of our boys like to have little things that shoot darts, and so you could put the words on a poster board or on the wall with sticky notes if you're comfortable with that, and you could have a fun time kind of shooting your dart and saying the word that your dart sticks to. So any kind of fun way to get those words practiced is great. Another way that you can practice your sight words is to make a hopscotch type of game. So you can see all I did was take some sticky notes and I wrote some sight words on it, and I put them into sort of a hopscotch type of pattern on the floor. So I have got my expert 4th grade demonstrator, Taryn, to show us how to do sight word hopscotch. So you're going to start at the beginning, and you're just going to hop to each word. So before you hop to it, you have to say the word. So what's the first one, Taryn?
Can.
Can, and then she's gonna hop to can. All right, and then what's the next one?
At.
At, and she'll hop to at. And then what are the next two?
Friend and got.
Friend and got. So she'll hop open to friend and got.
My. Am. Did. The. He. I.
Good job. For this game, you're gonna need some sticky notes or some paper and a dice. And you can play by yourself or you can play with a partner, however you wanna do it. And you'll just need to kind of set up your notes, your sticky notes with sight words on them. You can set them up into like a game board path. So I kind of did just like a snaky pattern with them. So Taryn's gonna be our demonstrator again. So you have your sticky notes with sight words and a dice. So Taryn's gonna roll the dice right in front of her so she doesn't lose it.
Oh, 3.
3, so she's gonna move 3 spaces. So each note is a space. 1, 2, 3. When she gets to that one, she's gonna read the word.
Do.
Do. And then she'll pick up that sticky note and that's hers to keep. So then she's gonna roll the dice again.
3.
Got 3 again, so she's gonna move 3 more spaces. And she'll read that word. And once she reads that word, she'll pick it up again. And you'll keep going. And once you get all the way to the end of your path, you can start over and start backwards and keep going until you've picked up all of the words. So it's just a fun way to practice your words. If you play with a partner, you would just take turns with the dice, and then whoever has the most words in their hand at the end is the winner. I hope you guys liked those sight word games. The thing about sight words is it just takes lots and lots and lots of practice. We have to see the words over and over again and practice reading them over and over again until they get stuck in your brain. That's all we have to do. So I hope that you guys can find at least one of those games useful that helps you practice and have a little bit more fun with it. If you like flashcards, use flashcards. That's great. But if you need something that's a little bit more fun, a little outside the box, try out one or more of those games and hopefully that'll help you guys. If any of you guys have ideas about how to practice your sight words, definitely let us know because we'd love to share ideas with the rest of our classmates. The muffin tin idea was one that I got from one of your classmates. So keep practicing, keep looking at those sight words, keep saying them, and they'll stick in your brain, I promise. I can't wait to see you guys progress and become expert readers like I know you will. Bye, friends.